Hello, everybody, and welcome to our 2024 LIV Golf Dallas Team Championship Selection Show and Press Conference for tomorrow's semifinals. My name's Jason Zone Fisher, and we've got some of the world's best golfers behind us. 10 teams entered today's competition in the quarterfinal matchups, and 5 remain, coupled with our 3 teams who had a bye. Let's quickly recap today's results. As Ironheads GC defeated the number 4 seeded Smash GC, High Flyers GC defeated the number 5 seed Torque GC, Fireballs GC defeated Majestics GC, Stinger GC advance over their matchup with Cleeks GC, and the 4 Aces defeated Range Goats GC. The top 3 ranked teams had a bye through today's quarterfinal round into tomorrow's semifinals. They are the 1st seed and defending champions, Crushers GC, the number 2 seed, Legion 13, and the number 3 seed, Ripper GC. All right, with today's matchups now complete, that leaves 8 teams left to play our head-to-head competition tomorrow, still vying to be crowned the 2024 LIV Golf Team Champions. Let's introduce the 8 teams who are still standing and their captains advancing to tomorrow's semifinals. Here we go. First, the number 1 seed, Crushers GC, and their captain, Bryson DeChambeau. The number 2 seed, Legion 13, Captain John Rahm is feeling a bit under the weather. He's resting up for tomorrow. So representing Legion 13 is his teammate, Turl Haddon. The number 3 seed, Ripper GC, and their captain, Cam Smith. We have Fireballs GC captain, Sergio Garcia, whose team advanced by besting Majestics today. Stinger GC captain, Louis Oosthuizen, whose team defeated Cleeks GC, and they are moving on to the semifinals. 4 Aces GC captain Dustin Johnson, whose 4 Aces defeated Range Goats GC, and they are advancing. We've got the captain of High Flyers GC, Phil Mickelson, whose team beat Torque GC today. And last but not least, the last to finish, in a thrilling finish it was, Ironheads GC captain Kevin Na, whose squad defeated the number 4 seed, Smash GC. Congratulations, gentlemen, to you and your teams. Let's begin and find out which teams will face off against each other tomorrow. And we will begin with the number 1 pick, the defending champions and number 1 seed in this year's tournament, Crushers GC, Bryson DeChambeau. Bryson, the floor is yours.
Oh, it's mine.
The pick is yours.
Okay.
That's right.
We're going to be picking the Ironheads.
Ironheads GC. All right. Bryson, what went into this decision from you and the team?
We just picked them. No reason.
All right. No reason. He doesn't
Not
want
at
to
all.
give us anything here.
Nope.
Okay. All right. Well, Kevin, it was a bit of an upset there today, and a thrilling one at that. You came in as an underdog against Smash, and you're certainly an underdog tomorrow in your matchup against Crushers. How do you like your chances? How are you feeling right now with the momentum your team has?
First of all, I want to give some props to my boys. They fought hard. Danny had a great match, and Scott Vincent and Jeannie coming down the stretch, they were 4 down at one point, and for them to fight back and Jeannie to make some clutch putts at the end, I'm excited to be here. And obviously, we're playing the number 1 seed. They're a tough opponent, but we've shown that in match play, anything can happen.
That's certainly the case, as we saw today. All right. Well, we're going to keep it moving, and we'll go to the number 2 seed. That's Legion 13. And Turl, the floor is yours to make your pick.
Is mine working? Yes, there you go. We choose High Flyers.
High Flyers GC will face off against Legion 13 tomorrow in what will be another exciting matchup. Turl, what went into that decision, and were you able to consult with John and the whole team on that?
Yeah, so we John wanted it to try and be a joint decision, and yeah, I spoke to him on the phone and we exchanged a few WhatsApp messages. I know he was watching the golf today, so yeah, that's just how it came about.
Okay, that's how it came about. Phil, you hear your team's name called out yet again. What do you think about being the next pick selected and going up against a formidable foe, Legion 13, a team that won 4 tournaments so far this year?
Yeah, they're really a great team, and I obviously have a lot of respect for John Rahm and have been a fan of his for a long time. They're a great team, and it's going to be a fun matchup for us. It's a fun opportunity again for us to play such a strong team in the league. I mean, we had a chance to play Torquay, and it was a great opportunity. Those guys are just incredible players. They have a great team chemistry and dynamic, and it was a real challenge for us. And tomorrow is going to be every bit as a tough challenge, and we're looking forward to it and appreciative of the opportunity.
Okay, well, we're all excited to hear about the player matchups for tomorrow, which the captains will be making immediately following this press conference, and those will be announced on social to see the strategy that comes into play. It certainly worked for you and the High Flyers here today. Moving along to the number 3 seed, that's Ripper GC, who enjoyed their first round bye today. Cam Smith, who would you like to see tomorrow in the semifinals?
We are going to pick Fireballs GC.
Fireballs. From the look on Sergio's face, he's actually seems a little surprised by that pick. So, Cam, what went into that decision?
Bit of thought. That's about it.
All right. Maybe you want to let us into what that thought might have been, any of the strategy.
A couple beers, maybe? I don't know.
No, nothing in particular. Just I don't know. It seemed like we watched a lot of TV today, and that's who we wanted to go with.
Okay, all right. Well, they were enjoying the air-conditioned clubhouse, watching the golf on television, and were studying everything that took place, and they selected Fireballs. Sergio, were you surprised to hear that Ripper wants to call you out and go head-to-head against your team?
Maybe a little bit. It was definitely one of the options that I thought about. But yeah, at the end of the day, there's not many easy teams to pick for either of them. So obviously, I think it's going to be a great matchup again. All 8 teams are great, but the 4 that were left obviously are very, very good. And I think it should be a great matchup tomorrow. And hopefully we can put on a great show.
Well, we're looking forward to that. It will be an exciting matchup, and that leaves just one matchup left, and I think we know who it will be, as Captain of Stinger GC, Louis Oosthuizen, will face off against 4 Aces GC. Louis, as you hear this news, how do you like your chances going up against a 4 Aces team that played exceptional golf here today?
No, I think my team played really well today, and I think we're going to have a good matchup tomorrow. And we avoided them that first round. We could have picked them then, and it's now nice to play them tomorrow.
Well, Dustin, it feels like everyone kind of wanted to avoid you. You came in not ranked as high as you've been in past years, but people are not picking you, calling you out, but they're forced to play against you. How do you feel in this, I don't even want to say an underdog role, you're the lower seed, but you come in here with a lot of experience in this team championship format?
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of confidence in my team. I think we're all playing really well. Obviously, the other 2 guys, they won their matches today. I did not, but felt like I played some really good golf. Just, didn't quite get it done. But I'm looking forward to the challenge tomorrow against the Stingers.
All right, well, our matchups are set, so it will be Crushers GC versus Ironheads GC. Legion 13 going head-to-head with High Flyers GC. Ripper GC will be faced off against Fireballs GC. And last but not least, of course, Stinger GC and 4 Aces GC. There it is. Those are your 4 matchups in the semifinals of the 2024 LIV Golf Dallas Team Championship. We're in store for a great day of competition and golf tomorrow. As I mentioned earlier, captains will make their singles and foursomes lineup selections momentarily, and they will be released shortly on social media. Thank you to our captains, to our players who joined us here today. Good luck tomorrow, gentlemen. I will now turn it over to the head of player communications, Jay McNeil, who will open it up to questions from the media. Best of luck to all of you and your teams in pursuit of that team championship. Thank you, everyone. Jane?
Hi, guys. So just knowing now that these matchups, is it going to change your strategy in terms of your singles and foursomes that you had, or is you guys staying with what you went into this thinking you were going to do? Start with you, Dustin.
No, nothing's going to change.
Louis?
We'll see. No, I don't know. We'll have a quick chat to the boys.
And Sergio?
I don't know. I'll have to think about it.
Phil?
I'm not giving it up. I'm not gonna give it up.
Yeah, so we just found out who we're going to play against. So we were going to sit down as a team and talk through it. But it's probably hard to say right now. But when you're playing Legion 13, they've won 4 times this year. You've got the player who won the individual title. You've got such a strong, deep team there that we're going to have to play some great golf, whatever the setup is.
So obviously it was blazing hot today. I think the heat index was 108 degrees. For those of you that played out there today, I'm sure you guys are absolutely wiped right now. How much of an advantage is it that you guys didn't have to go play 18 holes in 108 degree weather? Bryson?
Yeah, anytime you get a day off when others are playing, it's huge. That factored into a bit of our decision. Play the Ironhead, so it's a tough day, but I'm sure everybody's going to recover, and it's going to be another hot one tomorrow. And lucky enough that's why we play well throughout the year, is you get that bye, so we have a little bit of an advantage there. And it's nice to stay in air conditioning.
Tam?
Yeah, that was nice sitting in there today. I mean, we all went out and we all went out and did some practice and realised how hot it was. It's nice doing a couple hours worth of practice rather than 5 or 6 hours out there in the heat. So I think that's worth the buy in itself.
So tomorrow we're expecting huge crowds out there. How much does the crowds factor into when you're playing match play? You've got people out there really rooting on every hole, encouraging you on. Does that impact how you guys play at all? Tyrrell?
Well, I think we're all hoping for big crowds tomorrow. Ultimately, that gives us a good atmosphere to play golf in, and that's kind of what we all want. We don't want to be walking down the fairways with no one there. So, it'd be good to have a lot of people, and hopefully we can play some good golf.
Sergio, anything to add?
Yeah, no, totally. Obviously, it's going to be great to have huge crowds out there and cheering us on. And it doesn't really change the way we play, because we're used to playing in front of big crowds and this kind of atmosphere. So. But it obviously makes it a bit more exciting to see big crowds out there and watching us play and hopefully enjoying it.
Last one for me, for Kevin. You guys have obviously been the underdogs. Does it give you a little bit of extra motivation going out tomorrow, knowing that you guys keep getting picked first and you got to go fight on every hole?
Sometimes when people expect the least, you come out ahead.
Love it. Okay, we'll open it up to media. I'm sure Mike has a question.
So, Phil, Louis, and Sergio, obviously you guys played foursomes today, and the strategy certainly worked. Just how much of a difference maker is having that ability to play foursomes? Sergio?
Well, I mean, to me, just like I said yesterday, we're trying to make the strongest team we can have to have a chance at winning all 3 games. I think that's the spirit that you want. That's the idea that you want to have. That's what we tried to do yesterday for today, and we'll sit down and see if we go with the same decision, or we think that it might be stronger to make a change here or there. So I think at the end of the day, that's the only thing you can do, and then hopefully everybody comes out and plays well. It's as simple as that. It comes down to playing good golf, and and then whatever happens.
Louis, did you have fun out there with Charles?
Yeah, last time I think we played was in New Orleans. We lost to Cam and mark there in the playoff. But yeah, me and Shoal is very comfortable around each other, and I just, like Sergio said, I mean, I just think every team is trying to get how you're going to make 3 points out of the situation, and we just thought it was best today to do that. We might change, we don't know.
And Phil, you talked yesterday about being annoying. Were you annoying today?
I mean, that's an everyday occurrence, but I thought today we kept it in check. It's just that you have 3 options the previous way, and now you have 9 options, and it allows you as a captain to kind of make the best pairings for each scenario, and so that flexibility can make a difference in giving your team the best dynamic, best chance to win. You saw a lot of mix-ups today, and I think we'll probably see the same, going into tomorrow as teams try to find their best format.
And Kevin, what was it like to see Jenny make those putts?
See this smile? It was, Jeannie's an amazing putter. We see it all the time in practice rounds, and he just won last month in Japan, and a couple putts coming down the end. I mean, in regulation, the last hole, Jason Kokrak made a really nice putt to apply a lot of pressure, and needing to make it, I think I had a lot of hopes, and to see that go in, and the last putt was 20 plus feet for a par. Danny looked over at me. He goes, "Watch this. He's going to make this." And I was like, "I hope so." And he sure did. And Jeannie really, I think, showed the world what he's made of.
And my last question, Bryson, what does it mean when the 2 lowest seeds win out here today? What does it just say about the competition out here? What does it say about match play?
Well, it just shows the depth of play out here. I think that people are starting to realize how good everyone is and how much we want to fight to win. I think that's been a big misunderstanding for a lot of individuals out there, and it certainly shows with the Ironheads doing what they did today. It's impressive. I just can't say any more other positive words about how deep this field is, and will continue to be, and that's what's so exciting about this league.
I think over there from Joy.
Bryson, you guys have been so consistent, so good throughout the year, but how important is tomorrow going to be, keeping the whole season in mind?
Yeah, I mean, it's all hands on deck tomorrow. We've got to have our best going in tomorrow. It's 18 holes. It's match play. Anything can happen. We're aware of that. We respect that. We called the stingers out in the first year, and we got, no pun intended, well, kind of, but we got stung, and it's just one of those things that we have a deep, profound understanding and respect for people that we think aren't necessarily maybe playing well and whatnot, so it's going to be all hands on deck and focused like it's a final round.
Awesome. Is that it, Joy? Great. Anyone else? No. You have one? Oh, okay. No. All right, great. Thank you guys so much. If you guys can go back and make your selections. Where? Oh.
All right. See you guys tomorrow. Bryson, I wanted to get you.
All good. Whatever. It's all good. I'll answer it. You guys go.
I want to get your.
He's asking you, so.
All right, go.
To get your reaction to the PGA of America clearing y'all to play in both the PGA and the Ryder Cup from here on out.
I think it's one, I've always had a tremendous amount of respect for the PGA of America and what they've done for junior golf and other things alike. I've come close to winning their tournament numerous times, and to see that they came out and made that statement is great reassurance that us players will eventually have a pathway, whether it be exemptions or whatnot, to hopefully have a pathway to play in the Ryder Cup and other tournaments as such. And I think it's just the start. I think it's the beginning to opening up the ecosystem back to a place where players can play across numerous tours and support different charities alike and tournaments alike in different countries and regions. So I think it's a great first step.
Thanks, Bryson. Thank you, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.